It's midnight. You're lying in bed, the blue light of your phone illuminating your face. You're tired, you're a bit bored, and maybe you had a stressful day. Suddenly, an ad pops up. A mechanical keyboard, a designer jacket, or a new gaming accessory. You don't need it. 10 minutes ago, you didn't even know it existed. But right now, your heart rate is increasing. Your brain is painting a vivid picture of how much better your life will be once that object arrives at your door. This is not a logical decision. This is a chemical hijack. Today on Orvin Invest, we are going to perform a surgical strike on your spending habits. We are going to look at the dopamine loop, the biological reason why you crave the purchase but hate the item, and how a simple 24-hour rule can save you hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. By the end of this video, you will realize that your shopping cart is a battlefield where your survival instincts are being used against your bank account. We're going to show you how to take the remote control of your own brain back from the algorithms. To fight the enemy, you must understand the enemy. Most people believe that dopamine is the pleasure chemical. They think we get a hit of dopamine when we get what we want, when we eat the cake or buy the watch. They are fundamentally wrong. Dopamine is the molecule of anticipation. It is the chemical of more. Evolution designed it to keep our ancestors searching for scarce resources. It rewards the hunt, not the kill. When you see that sale sign, your brain releases dopamine to motivate you to act. But the moment the transaction is complete, the second you hear that ping of a confirmed order, the dopamine spike begins to crash. This is why you feel a buyer's high for 5 minutes and a financial hangover for the next 5 months. You are paying a 100% premium for a 5-second chemical illusion that vanishes the moment you touch the physical product. You aren't buying a product, you are buying a brief shot of neurological morphine. Your brain is a house with two very different tenants. The prefrontal cortex is the CEO. It handles logic, long-term planning, and mathematics. It's the part of you that knows that $200 spent today is $1,500 lost in your future retirement. The limbic system is the primal monkey. It doesn't understand future Mark. It only understands now Mark. It wants comfort, it wants status, and it wants it immediately. Retailers and app developers spend billions of dollars on neuromarketing to ensure the CEO stays asleep. They use one-click checkouts, bright red colors, and urgent countdown timers to keep the monkey in control. When you are in a dopamine state, the logical part of your brain is literally offline. You aren't choosing to buy, you are reacting to a neurological trigger. You have been hacked by an algorithm that knows your biological weaknesses better than you do. The 24-hour rule is the ultimate defensive weapon for the modern minimalist. It is based on a simple, immutable biological fact. Dopamine is ephemeral. A dopamine spike has a very short half-life. If you force yourself to wait 24 hours before any non-essential purchase, you are giving your biology time to reset. You are allowing the chemical cloud to evaporate so the CEO can walk back into the room and look at the numbers. In 24 hours, the urgent need almost always transforms into an unnecessary want. You will look at that $300 gadget with cold eyes and realize it's just a piece of plastic that will take up physical space in your house and mental space in your mind. This rule isn't about deprivation, it's about sovereignty. It's about ensuring that you make the decision, not your neurotransmitters. You are reclaiming the power of the pause. Let's look at the cold mathematics of the wait. Most people think they are just not buying a shirt. But on Orvin Invest, we see the future. Suppose the 24-hour rule helps you avoid just one $150 impulse buy every month. To you, it's just $150. But if you took that $150 a month and invested it into a global index fund with an 8% average return, in 30 years, you would have over $225,000. Every time you follow the 24-hour rule and walk away, you aren't saving $150. You are buying $225,000 of your future freedom. You are trading a momentary chemical spike for 5 years of early retirement. The cost of that dopamine hit is your ability to walk away from a job you hate. When you see it this way, the buy button starts to look like a weapon aimed at your future self. Your willpower is not an infinite resource. It is like a battery that drains throughout the day. This is a scientific reality called decision fatigue. Every choice you make, what to wear, what to eat, how to answer an email, drains that battery. By the time 9 p.m. rolls around, your CEO is exhausted. He's gone home for the night. The monkey is left alone in the office with your credit card and a high-speed internet connection. Retailers know this. They target their most aggressive ads for the late-night hours. The 24-hour rule protects you from your own exhaustion. It moves the decision from tired Tuesday night to rational Wednesday morning. If you want it at midnight, wait until noon. If it's still a good idea when your battery is at 100%, then and only then can you consider it. As we've discussed in this series, once we feel we own something, it becomes much harder to let it go. This is the endowment effect. Putting an item in your cart is a psychological half purchase. You have already mentally integrated that object into your home, your life, and your identity. Deleting it feels like a loss. The 24-hour rule breaks this psychological spell. It forces you to disconnect. It proves to your brain that you can survive and even thrive without that item. It turns the loss back into a gain of capital and a gain of clarity. You are teaching your brain that not owning is the natural state of peace. Why do we keep buying? Because of hedonic adaptation. Our brains are masterfully designed to return to a baseline level of happiness, regardless of external changes. The new phone feels amazing for 3 days. Then, it's just the phone. The new car feels like a miracle for 3 months. Then, it's just the car. You need a new hit, a new next, to get that same spike. This is the hedonic treadmill. You are spending more and more of your life force just to maintain a baseline level of boredom. The 24-hour rule is a stop button for the treadmill. It forces you to acknowledge that the next thing will not fix the internal problem. It reminds you that true contentment comes from the removal of unnecessary desires, not the constant fulfillment of them. Friction is a financial guardrail. The modern economy has removed every possible point of friction to make spending invisible and reflexive. Your job is to put the friction back. 1. Delete saved cards. Force yourself to get up, find your wallet, and type the numbers. That 60 seconds of manual work is often enough to wake up the CEO. 2. Unsubscribe. Stop inviting the monkey into your inbox every morning. If you don't see the sale, the dopamine spike never starts. 3. The 2-device rule. Browse on your phone, but only buy on your computer. The physical transition creates a gap for logic to enter. When you combine the 24-hour rule with these friction points, you create a fortress around your wealth. You make it easier to be disciplined than to be impulsive. You are building a buffer zone between your impulses and your bank account. Every impulse purchase doesn't just cost you money today and wealth tomorrow. It costs you physical and mental space. The item you bought on a whim today is the chore you have to clean, repair, and organize tomorrow. It is mental drag. Minimalism is the ultimate 24-hour rule. It is a permanent state of waiting. By deciding to live with enough, you are choosing time wealth over object wealth. You are choosing to own your attention rather than owning things that require your attention. Every time you say no to a purchase, you are saying yes to a cleaner home and a clearer mind. A massive amount of late-night dopamine spending is driven by the status tax. We want to be seen as the kind of person who has the latest version of X. But status is a zero-sum game, where the only way to win is not to play. The people who are truly impressed by your impulse purchases are not the people who will help you when you are broke. The truly wealthy buy privacy and time. The middle class buys visibility and noise. Next time you feel the urge to buy for status, wait 24 hours. You'll find that the imaginary opinion of others is a very poor reason to liquidate your future freedom. Status is a debt you pay to people you don't even like. The entire world is designed to keep you in a state of constant craving. The most advanced algorithms in human history are currently being used to harvest your dopamine for corporate profit. They want you distracted, they want you impulsive, and they want you broke. But you have a choice. You can be a victim of your biology, or you can be the master of it. The 24-hour rule is your declaration of independence. It is the moment you stop being a consumer and start being a strategist. Don't let a 5-second chemical spike steal a 10-year earlier retirement. Protect your margin. Protect your mind. Protect your freedom. I'm Orvin, and this is Orvin Invest. If you're ready to take the driver's seat of your life, hit the subscribe button. Let's build a life that no dopamine spike can destroy. See you in the next one.